Accelerate your success by impacting your community. Tips to networking and success from Orange County business leaders.
Welcome to this week's OC Impact Project podcast, where we'll be interviewing one of the founders of the OC Impact Project, Edward Hsu, who happens to own Inception Financial Services. He started out as a Marine Corps engineer, but found that helping families engineer a more reliable and sustainable financial independence plan was more in line with his passions and visions for his career. So, Edward, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Robert. It's great to be here. Obviously, we're all excited about the OC Impact Project and the, well, for lack of a better term, the impact that we can make in our community.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start there. What inspired you to partner with the AFI Group and launch this OC Impact Project?
You know, Robert, there's a lot of gratification that comes with starting a business, being an entrepreneur, and creating a successful business. But where I found that, I don't want to say I was lacking, but there was a little bit of a hole in an area, and I realized that it was in giving back to the community. And one of the aspects that I realized there was a tremendous need is in financial literacy. And that's why I felt it was so important to establish a financial wellness program and make that available to as many people as we can. You know, we have clients who come in and say, you know, the things you guys talk about, I really wish I could have learned this or knew about it 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Some of them have said, I wish my kids were being taught this in high school or in grade school. And, we have college students going out there getting so in debt with college loans or credit cards or all of these things. And I felt that what was really needed is helping people understand how the decisions they make and the financial literacy and education that they get now can make such a difference in their lives in the future.
Yeah, and it's really in the way that the industry that you're in is kind of structured, but why, help us understand why that in the wealthiest country in the world, 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck with less than $1,000 in the bank.
Sure. We could get into, we could turn this political and get into wages and socioeconomic factors and things like that. But I want to keep this simple. I think that it is an understanding and an education that is needed, right? This financial wellness program is essentially providing individuals, families with the tools that they are going to need and the education in finances, and we keep it pretty simple as well, to help them be successful, to start saving, to get out of debt and get themselves on a better path.
Yeah, and so share with us then, what kind of impact has it made? Can you give us some examples of companies, organizations that you've partnered with, you've donated this financial literacy program, and what kind of impact has that made within those organizations and for those individuals and families?
Well, Robert, there aren't a lot of companies that actually offer these types of programs, but what I really love is the ones that do. There was a study done that essentially showed, and this is my favorite statistic of all, is that anywhere from 2/3 to 3/4 of individuals who are a part of this program have been helped out of some dire financial crisis as a result of the tools that they've been equipped with by these types of financial educational programs. Now, the reason that's my favorite stat is because obviously that shows the greatest impact to the community, to those individuals, the team members that make up the company. But there are also benefits to the businesses. The same study essentially showed that all the companies experienced roughly 50% improvement in team member retention. They also showed that they had 50% improved productivity. And then finally, for recruiting and trying to find the best team members and the best talent, they found a 33% improvement in recruiting efforts. So, I mean, it is a tremendous impact in order to be able to have this type of program, because when people see that you want to invest in them and you're concerned about their future, then that helps increase loyalty and helps increase the productivity and what they're willing to dedicate to the business.
So, and that's in your particular case where you develop this program that you're donating to the community to make your impact. Each business will decide what impact they want to make, how they want to give back. But how has that affected your own personal team?
Well, you can see behind me a little bit of our mantra, which is earn your success based on the service to others, not at the expense of others. And the client base that we have is a finite group, right? We only have a certain amount of reach that we have within the clients that we bring on. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to impact the community, and it's become a bit of a mission for our team to try to get the word out and get these resources out, so that way we can help as many people as possible and grow the number of people that we're helping within the community exponentially. I mean, we call this the OC Impact Project, but I mean, I would love for it to be the US Impact Project, to get the message out there to help as many people as possible.
Yeah. So just give me one example of doing good works. And so people understand that this isn't financial. This is every business in every category has the ability to reach out into their community and give back, and not necessarily in a monetary way. There's other intrinsic ways to do that.
No, of course. And I'm glad you brought up, doing good works. Obviously, we have them featured on the OC Impact Project as well. And yeah, doing good works, amazing in giving back to the community. They hire foster kids. That was their passion, to help out foster kids within the community. And then revenue that is generated, they will also donate portions back to foster agencies. So a great example of a company with a servant's heart giving back to the community. And those are the type of people that we love to help as well.
Right. And in partnering with all these different organizations, there's so much crossover benefit where we can amplify each other's impact by doing it together as an organization or as a group. There's so many different organizations that can benefit from each other by working together, not competing against each other.
Yeah, it's funny. You actually, talking about the working together, there's this concept of Quan Chi, which is a Chinese concept, and it's establishing relationships, one for the better of the community and for the better of business as well. And that's what we're looking to do. Just find like-minded people, like-minded businesses that want to help give back, want to improve our communities. We have a lot of underserved areas that can definitely benefit from a lot of these programs as well. And it's just about making a difference, really.
Right. Absolutely. So pronounce that again.
Quan Chi.
Okay.
I could be butchering it a little bit, but my Chinese is a little rusty. My German's a little better than that. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you doing that. And thank you for the time that you spent today. Before I let you go, I did want to give you the opportunity to tell us a little bit about your business and how people can get in touch with you.
Well, Robert, it's what we're talking about is all about giving back, but I will accept the shameless plug moment right now. No, we do. I mean, we do definitely make a huge difference in our clients' lives, and every person or family that comes in that we help, our goal is to help improve their lifetime income over the course of their retirement by over $1 million. That is our goal going into. Now, you got to have some assets to start off with. You have to be saving over the years as well. And what we found is those individuals that have saved up over $500,000 toward their retirement, we can generally make that a reality for them. In some cases, it'll be $1.5 million, $2 million in income. And we do that by not increasing what they're saving, not telling them, hey, you got to save more. It's using the existing strategies that they have, doing it more efficiently, and then also insulating themselves from the potential of future higher taxes. So very impactful stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like a real benefit too, especially for business leaders, business owners, C-suite employees, that being efficient and actually making $1 million impact, that's an ambitious goal and very and an impressive challenge. So I encourage people to take advantage of that, as that is Edward's specialty. So
especially Robert, especially if you think about all of us living in California and the amount of taxes that they want to charge us.
Right. And it's only getting worse, right?
Yep, exactly.
So we'll put all of your contact information below for people to get a hold of you. Schedule a 15-minute call if you'd like to learn more about what Edward does, and we'll put that down in the notes section below. But what's the best way to reach you online?
Online would be at my email address. That's going to be my first name, Edward, at Inception, INCEPTIONFS.com, and the FS for financial services. I would give out my cell phone number. I mean, I get plenty of telemarketing calls, so I don't think I could get too many more calls that would make that big a difference. But or over in our office at 714-543-5900. So
all right. Well, Edward, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you back on future podcasts.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I hope so. I definitely enjoy this time. So thank you so much, Robert.
Thanks. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to www.ocimpactproject.org. Sign up for the newsletter, nominate a servant leader, and get notified when they share their inside secrets to accelerating their success and making a greater impact in their community.